Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Hugo, and today we're going to learn how to create a React website. Today is going to be about conditional rendering, so stay around. Before we start the video, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. This is going to help me to reach the 1000 subscribers. Only 2.5% of my viewers are subscribers, so please help me with that. So let's back to the video. So for this video, the first thing that we're going to do, we're going to create a form, and then we're going to create some conditions on the app.js. It's if the user it's resisted or not resisted, and then we'll change and we'll see how the rendering on the fly will work. By the way, if this is the first video that you're seeing, please refer back to my series of videos on React.js so you can get the full length of the code and we know what we've done so far. Today's code is based on the video that I've done on the last week, so we're going to continue from there. And let's now start with the form first. So now let's create the form. First thing, actually I'm not using js.x, I'm just using js. I don't know what's going on here. For some reason is not getting the form of the file. It's in plain text. Let me put this as a jx. Just see one thing. No. Okay, jx. Let me copy here something from the footer. And now we just need to put here React form React. It's fine. Here is going to be form. I may need to restart the Visual Code. And here form. So now we're back. The only thing I had to do was actually change this instead of jx x. We just need to put the Babel jx so you can put the icons and all that so you can understand better. Okay, this was the issue. So now let's create our form. Create a form here. Class name, let's put form. Let's call them form. Then we're going to create this on the CSS. We'll go there later on. And now inside of the form. So now let's create here some inputs. By the way, first of all, let's create here just a header. Just create here h2, for example. And we're going to put here, please log in, for example, /register. We'll come back here later on. So now we're going to create here inputs. It's going to be the type text. Type text. And the placeholder will be placeholder. Okay, will be placeholder will be username. Okay, and let's close this. Now we're going to create the same for password, for example. Passwords. And now let's create here a button. It's going to be the type submit. We're going to put some text here. Login / register. And now let's clean up this a little bit. So this is our form. We have our form created, and now let's put this on our page. Okay, so now let's go back and let's first of all, I'm going to comment this stuff over here. So I'm going to comment this first of all. just the comments, and now I'm going to put here, I'm going to import our form. And here we're going to put our form here so we can start see how is our form created. Okay, let's hit save. Let's refresh here. Model not found. Okay, this happened before. Let me restart and come back. After we restart the server, he'll recognize the file, the new file. Sometimes this happens. And here we have now our form. Please log in and register, and now we want to change this. And here is how the conditional rendering will work. So in order to do this, first of all, we're going to create here a new variable. So var user is registered. It's going to be equal to false, for example. And now here we're going to change this a little bit. So first of all, we're going to create here a new div. This div is going to be the class name equal to container. Let's put inside of this form, and now the form is registered. It's equal to let's open this brackets because here we are using JavaScript. Equal to user is registered. So basically what we're trying to do, we're sending this variable user is registered, true or false. We're sending the variable into our form as we used before on the previous video, which we had created several props. So here we're going to use the prop to do exactly the same thing. So in order to do this, in order to receive the user is registered, we need to go back to our form. Actually, this is not spelled correctly. Let me change this here. Okay, so now it's correct. Now it's registered. Okay, so now let's go back to our form, and our form we're going to accept props, and here it's where we're going to put our condition. So now let's open brackets, let's put props is registered. If yes, we're going to put here the option login, otherwise it's going to be register. Okay, so let's see if this works. Okay, we have now register. Now let's go back to the app. Let's change here from false to true. Let's save, and he automatically changed please log in or please register. But now let's go do something a little bit more fun. So in case of, let's go back to the form. So in case he wants to let's use here the same thing, the same philosophy here. So we're going to put this on our button basically, and I want to change the button, and I want to do one more thing, which is in case of this condition being true, I want to add or hide some fields. So let's copy paste this here, and now we're going to do if this is false, then in case of this being false, I'm going to put here another option for the confirmation. For example, confirm password, example. After we write confirm passwords, Now we can change this a little bit. So here, let's move this here. So as you can see now, we have login. Now let's go back here. Let's put this as false. And let me hit save. And now we have registered. So this is how he creates also the confirm password. So now let's put this just a little bit more pretty. Let me just put the screen a little bit more small. And now we're going to the CSS, and we're going to create, actually I'm going to copy, not here, I'm going to copy here, I'm going to copy paste here. So what's I've copy paste was actually an H2. That's going to change my please register, the container, which is basically where it's in, and the form itself. So let's hit save, and now he creates, as you can see, a container. This is the container outside, and this yellow blue color, awful blue color, let's put, probably it's not going to change much. It's now inside of this form. So this is the form, it's round, all the specifics are here. This is basically the same thing that I've created for the cards, but now I have a form inside of a container. So, and this is how we can change the text and how the conditional rendering works. So I just go here true, let's put here true, and he automatically changed to login and disappeared the confirm password. So as you can see, this is pretty easy, and we use the same thing that we've learned on the past video, which was how to use the props, and here how to use a conditional rendering. Once again, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell so you can receive upcoming videos. And you can also find me on Discord and on the Twitter. And once again, thank you, cheers, and see you next week.